this video, I will show you the top 5 multi-day hikes of the world. I tried to select multiple hikes from all over the world: Asia, Central America, Europe, South America, so you might be relatively close to one of the hikes. If you like this video, I made separate videos with my experience of the hikes, and for some trails I even made a guide on how to do this yourself. Let's get started, straight away into the best hike of the world, in my opinion at least, the Everest Base Camp Trek in Nepal. Why this is the best hike of the world? You have views of the highest mountains in the world, you meet great Nepali people, and you will have days worth of hiking in one of the most beautiful places on earth. Bonus tip, it's easy to combine with a safari on the southern border with India. The hike itself is 135 kilometers long and you climb a little bit less than 10,000 meters in elevation gain. The highest point you will reach is 5,600 meters and it will take you around 2 weeks to complete this hike. Most people do this hike without a guide and you can sleep in the tea houses, so you don't have to carry camping equipment. It's a very tough trek because of the altitude. Almost the whole hike you will be above 4,000 meters, but it's not technical at all. The second best hike in the world, the Santa Cruz trekking in Peru. This is a very desolate trekking through the high Andes. You will see pristine mountain lakes, views of surrounding peaks, and just no people and villages for days. Also, you will pass by one of the best campsites I've ever spent the night. The hike itself is around 50 kilometers with a little bit more than 2,000 meters of elevation gain. The highest point is 4,750 meters and it will take you around 3 to 4 days. Most people do a guided camping tour because it's quite desolate. It can be done solo if you have the right equipment. The difficulty of this hike is mostly in the beginning because you have one high pass. For some this will be difficult to acclimatize. Other than that, there's nothing dangerous, but there are also no people during the trek, so come prepared. Third on the list has to be one of the most unique hikes in the whole world, is the Acatenango volcano trekking in Guatemala. You will climb next to an active volcano, the Fuego, which, if you're lucky, erupts every 10 to 20 minutes. You will have views of this volcano during the day, lava eruptions at night, and a spectacular sunrise in the morning. This is just a very unique hike. You can feel and hear the earth shake during your whole trip. Also, you will have a rather sketchy chance to climb the erupting Fuego as well, if you're into that. The distance is 14 kilometers with a little bit over 1,600 meters of elevation gain. The highest point is just below 4,000 meters and most people take 2 days, so you can sleep near the summit and see a nice sunrise. Almost everybody does this on a guided, organized tour, but it can be done solo if you're prepared. This can be a tough trek because it's a steep climb in combination with the altitude. Most people in our group described it as the toughest climb ever, but I thought it was very doable if you're experienced. And then, the number 4 on the list, the Tour de Mont Blanc, a hike through France, Italy and Switzerland. You're hiking a circle around the highest mountain of Europe, through 3 different countries. You will have beautiful views of the Alps every day and changing scenery valley to valley. You will pass nice towns, climbs and descents. A beautiful way to experience hiking Europe. The distance is around 170 kilometers and you will climb 11,000 meters. The highest point of this trek is 2,700 meters. Most people do it in 6 to 12 days. You can do it without a guide and you can either choose to go camping or stay in refugios. Very accessible to hike solo. But it's quite a tough hike, especially if you're doing it a bit faster. Because if you do it in 12 days, then you have to climb almost 1,000 meters every day. If you do it in 6, you can double this number. But it's not a technical hike. Some ladder sections and some loose rocks, but doable for most. And there are no altitude problems. But a lot of climbing. And then, last but not least, I couldn't decide between these 3 hikes. First, the Annapurna Circuit, also in Nepal, the hiking country of the world. A spectacular trail through the Himalayas. You start low and climb a bit higher every day, until eventually you reach a Thoreng La Pass at 5,400 meters. Every day the scenery changes and you're looking at 8,000 meter high mountains for most of the time. And then, also the shared number 5 is the Salcantay, also in Peru. Why this is on the list is because it's an extremely diverse hike, starting at a beautiful mountain lake, passing the high Andes, cloud forest and finishing off with one of the wonders of the world. We made it to the Machu Picchu. The Machu Picchu, so it has to be on the list. Third shared place, the hike to the Laguna de los Tres near the Fitzroy Mountain in Argentinian Patagonia. One of the best trekkings in Patagonia for sure. A very doable trekking from hiking capital El Chalten. Can be done in 1 day, but also in 2 if you camp near the final climb for a spectacular sunset and sunrise on the Fitzroy Mountain. The hike itself is 22k with a bit more than 1000 meters of elevation gain. The highest point will be 1200 meters and you can do it in 2 days and stay 1 night near the last climb, or you can do it in 1 day. I hope this video inspired you to go out and do one of these multi-day hikes. I really enjoyed them all and I tried to select the best ones of the world. If you like this video, please consider subscribing and liking this video. I also made plenty other videos about hiking in the world. Thanks for watching.